Hi guys, it's Nono. Today I wanted to talk about the fact that we are literally inside of fall. We are literally right inside of it, and we are heading straight into winter. And it's kind of blowing my mind because I feel like the year just started and I'm tired. Like every single day has felt like a million years, but it also just started. I don't really understand that, but it makes sense in my head. Nights are getting longer, days are getting shorter. It's the time to look inward, and I feel like it's the best time and the perfect time to ask ourselves, how do we want to prepare for 2026 and what our habits and priorities gonna be? I personally am gonna move next week. I just got a new job. It's getting a new job, new house, new year, new me. Anyways, let's talk about our winter arcs. How do we keep our minds and our eyes on the goal? Let's get into it. I feel like the first thing that we should talk about is locking in your vision. Before anything else, getting really clear on what your goals are and what you see for yourself. And instead of just like writing it down, which I do think is important, visualizing it, feeling it, experiencing what that feels like to have it, really embodying what you want and asking yourself, what steps can I take to make that possible before this year ends, because we only got a couple months. The second thing that I think is super important is your sleep schedule. Prioritizing your sleep and making sure that your body has routine is so important. And I personally have been lacking in that area, especially recently. I've been all over the place. When you have the amount of sleep that you need, have a routine, everything kind of can fall into place. You can think more clearly, your mood's better, your discipline improves, you're a little bit more creative because you're not exhausted. I move next week, but starting after I move, Nona's on like a whole different journey with her sleep schedule. I promise you that. From childhood, I thrive with a late evening. I'm the most creative at night. I do the most at night. But the older I've gotten, the more I've appreciated early mornings and just like the peace that comes with that and how productive you can be in the morning. And then sometimes when you're so productive, you're done with all of your things on your to-do list by 2. I feel like number 3 has to be having boundaries with your social media. And that's a given, and I'm not saying anything groundbreaking right now, but having boundaries with your social media, especially right now when the US itself is just crumbling on every level, Gaza, not to mention personal things that you have towards social media, whether it's seeing other people achieve a lot of things and then you feel bad about yourself, which I think is something to work on. You should work on that. It's so overwhelming and overstimulating. It's very important to have boundaries because you need time to focus on your goals and you don't need to be distracted 100% of the time on everything. I think it's important to stay informed, but I think with all of these really heavy and tragic events happening in the world, it's so emotionally draining and exhausting. You have no energy for yourself. Be informed, don't ignore anything, but understand when it's time to put the devices away. Come back to yourself. This is actually number 1. Maybe all this shit wouldn't be happening in the world if people prioritized themselves a little bit more and focused on their mental health. Anyway, number 4, assess your finances. This is the perfect time, the perfect checkpoint to check in on where your money's at. We are approaching the new year, but also there's so many holidays that are so expensive where we're gonna be spending money. How do we prepare for that? And how do we prepare to come out of that? Because I'm not trying to go into January broke. That's for freaking sure. I personally have been working really hard to get my monies in check recently. I did just switch jobs because I was laid off. And then a couple days later, I got another job. I know that next year I want to travel a lot. And so I want to make sure that I set myself up for success. Number 5 is journaling. Journaling during this period of the year is so nice because we reflect so much. We're really able to see how we showed up for the first 9 or so months. I really want to focus on how I'm exiting the year. Right now, I'm trying to kind of shift my career and realize that I need to approach my music career in a very specific way. Also realizing that I limit myself. I block abundance in so many ways. And I just don't want to do that anymore. And I want to be really aware of how much I resist a good thing when I could just accept a good thing. You know what I mean? None of us are the same person that we were in the beginning of the year. That's for sure. A lot of people have grown, a lot of people have changed, a lot of people hopefully will change if they reflect. I'm dead. That was coded. I'm not gonna lie. Number 6 is prioritization of mindset and meditation. I don't think everyone needs to meditate. Everyone knows what works best for them. Maybe the best thing for you is running or just being in nature, whatever it is for you that brings you peace and brings you into the present. For me, that's meditation. I want to take this time to drill, not to be so militant about it, but to drill teaching myself how to navigate from being in a bad headspace to being in a healthy mindset headspace. I have been improving so much just over this year alone, but working to actually find yourself upset and be like, no, I refuse to feel this way. And it's not even your brain telling you, don't feel this way, pretend to be fine. No, how do I change my energy right now and feel a positive way about the situation? It takes practice, but it's so possible. Make that a priority. Not saying it has to be exactly what I've listed works for me, but make it a priority for you. What works well for you and your spirit. Number 7 is making time for hobbies. Hobbies are so important, and we don't tap into half of the things that we're actually genuinely interested in. I started and did not finish The Artist's Way, and The Artist's Way talks so much about tapping into that childlike wonder and having curiosity and thinking about things that you wanted to try but you hadn't since you were a kid. You can just find so much joy and like creativity in finding the play again in life. It's the necessary reminder that life is more than productivity. Meet new people, gain confidence because you're doing something where you're probably stepping out of your comfort zone in some form or fashion. What are the things that are going to make you literally be living a totally different life in 2026? That's the real cue. Number 8, move your body intentionally. Oh my God. I feel like sometimes when it's colder, we don't want to do anything, or it's dark all the time and it's really hard to get out of bed. Getting out and just moving your body intentionally, working out, taking a class. If you're a dancer, getting into dance class. If you're a runner, going on a run, because it will bring you joy. You will feel good about yourself, and that serotonin, worth it. I think that's going to change so much for you. That being said, your winter arc doesn't need to be about pressure or hustling super hard. It's just about intention. How can you be as intentional as possible moving forward in these next couple months? And if you can get clear on that now, set your systems, protect your peace, then it's just going to be so much easier. It's going to be so fluid, because I genuinely do feel as well that January, February can sometimes be heavier months because we're sad because of the holidays and there's not much going on in those months. The weather's always the worst. But I feel like if we're able to enter the new year with just such positive structures in place to help keep us on track and keep us motivated, then we're just gonna be bound for success. Anyways, I appreciate you guys so much. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you found it inspiring and helpful. Hit that subscribe button if you want. I make music, so I'm mainly a music artist, but I do love to be more real on here and share my thoughts. Big heart, little hearts. And I'll see you in my next video. You're the best. Bye.